Today we're talking about sales strategies.
There's a fine line between pushiness and persistence, and sometimes what you're selling is not at the top of the totem pole.
It's 12 o'clock, you ready to go home now?
Yep, let's go golf.
All right, let's go. He and I are always like, one of the first things out of our mouths is like, is this a good time to talk? Because you don't know what they're dealing with in their personal lives. You don't know what's right in front of them, and there may be a person sitting right in front of their desk. They're having a meeting. Like, we don't even go straight in for the kill. Like, it's bottom line, the first thing out of our mouths, is now a good time or should I call back? I mean, just be respectful of their time, and say it any way you have to say it, but just make sure they get the message first. Sell later. Like, it's an investment of time.
They'll appreciate that.
It's a long-term game, man. Always is. There's no, short-term cash grab. If you're trying to do that, they're going to know immediately, and you're not going to get anywhere. If you don't hear anything, start it back a week later. But if you try calling 2, 3 times, 4 times in a week, you're done.
It's too much. Yeah.
You're going to bite the dust.
Push
real
them away.
fast. Not only push them away, but you're going to make it to where your own company can't even get in touch with that person anymore because they're tired of hearing from you.
Everything starts with trust, and I feel like if someone quote unquote vouches for you or has done business with you and refers you, whether they're a friend, family, or business associate, they're basically putting their reputation on the line, saying, look, this guy's going to take care of you, or this girl's going to take care of you. You can trust them. They're going to be transparent with you. They're going to be there when you need them most, and that is a true business partner. So I feel like, those relationships that you have and those connections help build your business.
So you went from walking in the door to phone call to email, and now email doesn't work anymore to try and get appointments. Not really, unless you've built some kind of filled that cup up in the relationship with that potential client somehow so that when you email them, they know who you are and they're going to respond to you. But I mean, a cold email doesn't work. I mean, we don't waste our time on stuff like that today. You got to get creative, man. I mean, it's like the Wild West. Instead of focusing on 100 potential prospects, we'd rather focus on 10 really good targets and work, try and figure out a way to build that relationship and build some context around how we're going to approach each one of these customers and spend more time that way. We get way more return doing it that way than the other. And plus you're building, if you're going to build a reputation to place 100 phone calls a day, you're just going to wear people out. And that's not something we want to be associated with. We are basically a family of salesmen. We're basically, 4th generation. My great-grandfather, Otto, was a salesman. My grandfather was a salesman. Our fathers are salesmen.
Both, yeah.
And I just kind of feel like from, as each generation moves to the next, I feel like there are certain skills, and I even believe in the genes that are passed on, from father to son. And I think the way we were both brought up is that, if you want something, you have to go out and get it. And I think some of that history, and them telling us that we have to work that's where some of our work ethic came from, and customer service. And we just took all that and applied it, to our daily lives.
Something that my dad always said that I'll never forget is the saying, there's many a slip between the cup and the lip. And what that means is don't crack any champagne until it's signed and done, because so many things can happen from when someone says, I'm going to order from you, or this looks great, you feel really good about it. You can't just, celebrate at that time. I mean, you've got to continue to work, make sure that in our case that ordering is smooth, favorites lists are set up, the delivery is smooth, the accounting function is working perfectly. I mean, there's many a slip right there. And so we want to hold that customer's hand, that new customer's hand from beginning to end.
Thanks for tuning in. Head over to our YouTube channel at Justin and Todd, and please subscribe. Thank y'all for watching.